Are you looking for the best Xbox One controllers? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best Xbox One controllers on the market. Before we get started with our video,
we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range.
Starting at number 1. Razer Wolverine Ultimate officially licensed Xbox One controller. On the third-party side, Razer's Wolverine Ultimate controller offers just as many customization options as the Xbox Elite controller, plus a little extra style for those interested in flashing lights. Bundled with interchangeable analog sticks and directional pads as well as remappable bumpers and triggers, you can create and save more than 500 different customized setups depending on the game you're playing, and the controller's sensitivity levels can be adjusted to give you the same level of customization you'd expect on a mouse. If you're a fan of vibration, you can increase it in both the impulse trigger and the standard rumble motors, which should make your racing or shooting even more immersive. Want a little more flair while you frag? The Wolverine Ultimate also includes Razer's chroma lighting, giving you gorgeous effects that can be changed based on your preferences or, if you're a streamer, based on your audience's reactions. Number 2. HyperKuk Wired Controller. The Duke is a blast from the past for those who loved the original Xbox controllers growing up and were a fan of the more ambitious design choices like clear paneling. This controller is made with the classic Xbox button layout but is completely compatible with the Xbox One and includes vibration feedback. There are also cool little features like the circular screen that can play the original Xbox animated startup when you first turn the controller on. If you're looking for a classic experience to capture some of the magic of video games passed on your Xbox One, this controller is just the trip down memory lane that you've been looking for. Voted Windows Central 2018 Best Gaming Controller of the Year. HyperKuk has recreated the original Xbox controller aka Duke as an officially Xbox licensed controller compatible with the Xbox One family of devices and Windows 10 PCs. The HyperKuk Duke for Xbox One wired controller features the original Xbox startup screen animated inside the Xbox button, precision analog triggers, bumpers, a 3.5mm headset jack, a 9 feet detachable USB cable, and the return of the black, RB, and white, LB buttons. The HyperKuk Duke is big, buff, and ready for action. Number 3. Hori Fighting Commander OCTA designed for Xbox Series XS. The standard Xbox One controller is great for many games, but it struggles with 2D fighting games. The default layout of the buttons and the directional pad aren't ideal for the quick movements needed in the genre. To solve that, Hori made the Fighting Commander line, with the most recent OCTA model perfect for both Xbox One and Series X. It's a controller that bears a remarkable resemblance to a certain Sega controller from back in the early 1990s, with D-pad, joystick, and shoulder setups made for gaming. The OCTA also is wired, which is necessary for serious fighting game events. The configuration of the Fighting Commander is a little different than other controllers, with the RB, RT, LB, and LT buttons all located on the right side, and 2 extra buttons included on the left side. The curved design of the back is more ergonomic than the controllers of yesteryear, but it should feel perfect for anyone who played Mortal Kombat on Genesis. The controller won't set you back much either, costing less than all other options on our list, and it's much smaller than a traditional full-sized fight stick. Number 4. PowerA Enhanced Wired Controller for Xbox. If you and your friends tend to run through a lot of controllers, you know that replacing them can get expensive. This PowerA model is an affordable option, less than half the cost of a traditional Xbox One controller while still providing all the utility you expect. It also includes updates to the Xbox controller design like a share button and has a surprisingly useful little dial for game audio and muting chat when you are with a team. The gripping materials also help you keep precision, and it comes in a wide variety of colors and patterns to pick from. Keep in mind that it is wired, so it will need to stay closer to the console, something that may also help controllers last longer. Ergonomic video game controller with standard button layout including new share button. Wired controller features dual rumble motors and mappable advanced gaming buttons. Wired controller features dual rumble motors and mappable advanced gaming buttons. Diamond texture grip on back and metallic D-pad on front. Headset dial for game audio or chat mute via 3.5mm stereo headset jack. Detachable 10 feet 3 meters USB cable with hook and loop closure. Volume dial with one-touch chat mute. Share button to capture and share screenshots and clips. Officially licensed for Xbox Series XS with 2-year limited warranty. Number 5. Thrustmaster TSXW Servo Base. But what about a controller for racing game enthusiasts? The Thrustmaster TSXW Servo Base is one of the all-time great racing wheel controllers, perfect for players looking for an authentic experience. This racing wheel controller is pricey, but it feels almost exactly like driving a real sports car. If you want to go all out, you can combine this with various pedals and shifters for the full experience. Now, it's important to keep in mind that this base doesn't include the wheel itself but works with any compatible Thrustmaster wheel on the market. Compatible with all detachable Thrustmaster add-on wheels, sold separately, brushless servomotor for powerful. Precise and responsive force feedback turbo power supply for the powerful 40-watt motor dual belt and pulley system with metal ball-bearing axle for super smooth. Extremely quiet performance compatible with the Thrustmaster TH8A shifter. As well as with the TSS Handbrake Sparco Mod and TSS Handbrake Sparco Mod Plus Handbrake / sequential shifter models, sold separately, compatible with the Thrustmaster TLCM pedals. T3PA and T3PA Pro pedal sets, sold separately, compatible with Xbox Series XS, Xbox One and PC Windows 10,